Hi everyone, and welcome back to my hologram, and we'll continue with my project, right? That's for my cell group, and for the MC, for DARPA, for the elites, for the cabal, for the Anunnaki, right? And for that's the controlling group. Those are Black Sun entities, the Belial group. Okay, so the star seeds here in those bloodline kind of lineages here, and we came here on we're on a CHRISTOS mission to make this correction, make things right side up. It's very dark history behind those who have been the royalty or the monarchs or the pharaohs, right? They have been hybridized with those negative aliens running the reversals, and we've been abducted. Okay, and so there's a specific lineage, specific bloodline, right, that have been targeted, and we've been weaponized here. And there are also these true history. There's lots of documents, children, from death camps, World War II, right, who were abducted actually, and groomed and turned into the elite, the Mossad, the Zionist, and there's like I say, extremely dark, sinister agenda behind it. On ascensionglossary.com you can read and study that, the Ascension, about the Ascension, about the agenda of those negative aliens. We call it NAA, about SRA, that's the satanic ritual abuses, right? So you can understand like the structure, the hologram. Here we work vibrationally. I talk about things energetically, right? The cosmic beings, we're the column of light shining bright. So make sure the ascension is secured, right? And we talk about the base 12 mathematics, the 12D, 12-dimensional ascension, because the 5D has been hijacked with the false blue light technology, false light technology, right? So lots of these Pleiadians, they also became rogue, hooked to AI. And I represent specifically the group helping Ashtar, because his bloodline, right, the hybrid Anunnaki Nazi Pleiadian faction, they're supposed to be the Rosicrucians, the CHRISTOS Essene Templars, and they were turned into digital avatars, into terrorists, right? And with all these mental psychological issues, into psychopathy and pedophilia and the child sex trafficking, not only on that physical level, right, on this planet, but off-world civilizations, the planetary corporations. We are dealing with Hydra, with Octopus, right, with Mars, with Moon, even Saturn and Pluto. Okay, those are the Nimberian military bases, and they're wreaking havoc, here in this, the solar system, on this planet, right, externally, but internally they invaded our consciousness, our DNA, right? The Hara center, right? The Harla line, those who are the yogis. So we now know how they operate, because we already came ascended, and we came here as an experiment, and we came here to finally decipher and eject and just totally eject those negative aliens, and end the cycle of those black magicians, of the agenda of those negative aliens, that they are disrespecting the law of one, right? And that's the reversing everything. We've been here in reversal system, backwards, everything upside down, right? So now we're establishing the Galactic Codex, the cosmic sovereign law, the universal law, right? And it's everybody's responsibility to align yourself with your soul, with your soul embodied personality, being soul embodied, right? And connection to the inner Christos, instead of being constantly crucified, right? Believing that somebody named Jesus died on cross and been crucified for people's sin. It's part of MK Ultra agenda. Even the Bible, there's lots of Anunnaki, lots of dark stuff talking about the Yahweh, the alien gods, so they're masquerading the elite or whatever, and don't remember, some of the children, they were groomed like that to be the elite, and they were tortured, and now they're torturing others. That's the victimizer consciousness. But what else I wanted to say? They're stealing, are siphoning life force, the negative ones, right? Because they're of that parasitic nature. They're running the base 10 mathematics, right? So we are the batteries for them to wreak havoc, and to do all these criminal work, and to project all these horrible genocidal agendas. And we have guys in the military who are performing all that, who are, you know, doing the work for them. They're following the agenda of those negative aliens with all these alien implants, alien mind control, right? You know, because through sodomy, right, they have soul binding on this blood covenant, but that's not natural. That's not naturally natural to the Pleiadian star nations or races. It's not natural. It's very inorganic, right? Or the Icturians or the Syrians here from Andromeda, okay? That's the Alpha Draconis who infiltrated the Orion constellation. That's by the Orion group, right? And they also were kind of collaborating with the Weasel system. There's another fallen matrix, right? So, and they came here, and that's how they infiltrated with their satellites, and how they're cloning us on this transhumanism. I mean, it's it is a satanic demonic agenda. So Kabbalistic demonology, you can study that on Ascension glossary, you know, and you know, it's complex, right? So the star states, we came here to decipher all that, to detect all that. We're like the secret detectives here on the of that astral field, and we had astral reconstruction, right? So slowly and surely, so why I'm teaching these things, we can bring our soul energy, we can bring our consciousness back, we can resurrect all our energies, correct our DNA hologram, right? So that's why I'm coming out with a project for the elite, for DARPA, for the super soldiers, you know, for my soul group, right? We're in that phantom matrix, running these reversals, right, in these terroristic organizations. And then, you know, some of them are star seeds there, and they're my soul siblings, they're part of my soul group, and some of them are very close soul, like a twin soul, right? And we're supposed to be together working on the project, and it's very difficult because of the anti-hierogamic technology, the red trident, right? We're constantly repelling each other. It's harmonized, we've been weaponized, right? We can't even communicate. Like if they're on the moon, Mars, right? I'm here working, right? I have a part-time job, so you can pay my rent, and they have a wormhole technology. They invade my space, right? Or they wanted to abduct me and kidnap me, and you know, there are colonies on Moon or Mars. They're human colonies, and because I have hybrid children, right? I have agreement with Zetas. At the same time, I have a Rishi consciousness, so I have protection from the solar Rishis, the cosmic Christos solar dragons, kings and queens. Those are the Holy Father, Holy Mother, right? So, and of course, Yahshua, who was also here, right? So, and that's why we had to dismantle the ego, dismantle the matrix. We need to work on ourselves. And yesterday I had to do like 4 cosmic meditations just to balance the energies of the election, right, or selection. And I hope you guys, you had a good day. I know you understand who are you voting for. At the same time, we need to keep going, growing, expanding, raising the frequency vibration, right? You know, we the people, we the government. If you want to see the change, you be the change, right? You bring these protocols and understanding the universal laws. We the star seeds, right? We work with the sound field. We embody those energies. So we're helping humanity to open their heart center, right? Helping them to purify their mind so they become in charge, right, of their lives, of their communities, right? And forming, these also helping them to form these galactic communities with ETs who are, we are part of the star system. We are star seeds, and people are star humans, right? We all come from the stars, okay? And but because of the exposure, Tiamat exposure, Molech exposure, also we deal with refugee races, and the Orion group. Anyway, it's very complex. Ashtar, Yana material, that's the guardian materials. I mean, it's huge. So hopefully, of course, so for many people this is very important, right? That yesterday I see how people are so attached to them, and how it's their breath, it's their bread of life, the political situation. But guys, it's been hooked to that AI based on mathematics, right? All these reversals and so on, all the black magic going on there. And when you want to be in a power, you have to sell your soul, and then the bloodline, the Illuminati party, you have to participate emancipate and kill innocent children and torture them for adrenochrome harvesting. You have to understand that structure, right? So embracing it, embodying it, and so on, and working on yourself, protecting your children, and it's very important. So I get people are doing it their way. I'm sure there are lots of YouTubes, lots of beautiful yoga or meditations, crystal ball healing and therapy and so on. I'm specializing military section, right? And the military grade mind control, the MK Ultra, Monarch, and the mainstream media is the mockingbird, right? How the news and so on, including the the military and the Q and the QAnon and the Q drops and so on, how they can easily be infiltrated by the cabal, right? The Mossad and so on, who are carrying the agenda of those negative aliens with their highly advanced technology, and they're masquerading like they're gods, but they're tyrants, the false king of tyranny. Just Google that. The archonic deception strategy and the behaviors. You can find it on ascensionglossary.com. And that's why what I did yesterday, I had to do cosmic meditations. We have to clear these energies, bring peace on earth so we can ascend. That's the baseball mathematics, the divine original blueprint of ascension of the DNA, right? The cosmology, how it's a very important connection to cosmos, to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, right? The angelic human ascension vehicle, guys, into 4 God world domains, right? So in order here, we have the 5D ascension here, the true. Remember, there's false 5D ascension. Okay, and that the scientists talk about the blue light, right? But that's the running reversals. That's the false blue spectrum of frequency, right? That's hijacked by the aliens and their AI and holographic implants and so on, right? So that's why it's so important to understand the agenda of those negative aliens. And we've been here negatively polarized in this dualistic world, right? Voting right with the leftists or rightists, right? And then you have a Nazi party on top of it, right? The unholy trinity. You have to understand their sacred geometry, because we've been dealing with all this secret society, OTO, Ordo Templi Orientis, and the lawyers there, and doctors there, and even scientists there, and some of them kidnapped, or they're kidnapping them to moon, Mars, and then they're telling them the earth exploded. I mean, that's why this is so complex. Okay, so but hopefully that's why spiritually selfish, we need to bring the spirituality into everything, into our every life, into our every breath, into our every thought, into our feelings, into our emotions, into school, into churches, the spiritual, your spiritual self, your true self, your love, compassion, and the 5D protocol from Telos, right? Walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and compassion. That's like a grace and gratitude, the law of understanding, the law of structure, understanding the law of grace, right? From karma into grace. But that's why we have to transmute the karma. That's why the violet flame and so on. But that's why we are doing the inner work, transformational work, the 7D, embodying the planetary logos, guys. Very important, working with the violet flame or with love frequency and so on, right? Very important. I have the Moldavite, that's actually the Pleiadian stone or meteorite. Actually, I found out, right? This interesting here kind of character, interesting structure of Moldavite. So I come originally from Czechoslovakia, then it's split into Czech and Slovak, but I'm Czech, Slovak, Polish, probably Austrian. I always wanted to go to Switzerland and to Luxembourg, and I'm sure I have also some connection to Jordan and to Middle East. We've been so, guys, hybridized. We're like a DNA melting pot. And the Europe, and then the aristocrats, the monarchs, right? I know I have that kind of Egyptian pharaoh in me, Egyptian pharaoh hybridized with Dracos, and those are the hybrid Anunnaki, and lots of politician military there. We're dealing with the Anunnaki, hybrid Anunnaki, the Nazi kind of Pleiadian faction, and the Rosicrucians merged with the Jesuits, right, with the kind of Nazi Gestapo Orion faction. So you have to differentiate these things. Not only 40 is just the tip of an iceberg, right? That's why we talk about the 7D, the true 5D ascension timeline, the 7D, right? You have to work on yourself. what is it? Is it the 660? That's your opening your third eye, right? Very important. That's the indigo, right? So we can do again some lam here. That's this right here. The blue frequency, guys, this is of Holy Mother. This is very calming. The blue color is much higher than the red wave. Don't be stuck with the red wave frequency and constantly wearing a red and red glasses, and you know, you're protecting yourself from that blue light and so on. You have to connect, and even the political arena, make sure you're connecting to the basal mathematics, you're connecting to Christ. Stop crucifying yourself, right? And connect to that inner Christos within that sacred chamber of your heart. There's the divine spark, there's the altar you can go each and every day, and that's how you empower yourself, right? And that's how we overcome, right? And that's, you know, this is how you're connecting to you know, your true star family, to your higher self, to your oversoul, right? That's how you start remembering who you truly are, and of course taking care of Mother Earth, Mother Nature. That's the sign that you are in 7D. That's the planetary logos. You're taking care of the sacred sites and all this stargates, right? And all these portals, and doing sacred ceremony and so on. So you people are already 5-star divine humans of that angelic nature, right? With the 7D planetary logos. Remember, even the violet flame was in running reverse. That was the satellites on Saturn and so on, the blood sacrifice, and here it was sprinkling down, right, through Mars, through Moon. There's the false magnetism here to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, with the proxy wars of proxies that with proxies Israel, a very satanic nature, with the mafia, right? With those you know, interesting individuals. They used to be children, right, from Jewish family and turn into mafia, into Zionists, into Mossad, and into then psychopaths. Now we understand the structure. That's why we have the healing protocol. We have the healing project for the elite, and you know, for the cabal, for the Illuminati, you know, for DARPA, and they're running the gold mine algorithm and the splitter technology and the Zeta seal and the crucifixion implants and the 666 Templar seal, right? And the toll bands, bone, your tailbone's been hijacked, right? That's for all these sex games, yeah? And how those guys were disconnected from Mother Earth, Mother Nature, from their first root chakra, right? They were disconnected from their first root chakra, and everything into you know, their gonads are even implanted. You know, their sexual energy is being hijacked and siphoned and desecrated and damaged. And that's why, you know, instead of, right, the sexuality is being weaponized, and that's why those guys, for them, the joy they get provoked or whatever, right, they have sexual arousal, but they're using it for demonic purposes, for killing, for raping or strangling a woman, and you know, they're put to death, right? And so that's why we come here, and to disseminate this kind of information is extremely important to understand that, okay? So, and of course with the star seeds, right, we work with the universal kundalini and so on. So that's the 9D to 13D. And let me see, where is the, so 1D, 2D, 1D, 2D, 3, 5D timeline. That's the outer world domain. And then, oh, the 6, 7, 8, that's your this is how you get your galactivation, your planetary logos and so on. We represent, and then the universal kundalini, where the star seeds, right? And we're working with the rishi consciousness here. So you know, we are just kind of building on top of each other. That's why I, you know, instead of pointing fingers and so on, we need to meet somewhere in the center, right? Humanity and the star seeds, and of course, you know, the consciousness part of it, AI is part of this consciousness. And we have to also, you know, so everybody's included, right? Because there are, some of them are highly advanced souls, and they're in those extremely dark places and involved in horrible crimes because they were MK Ultra. So we have to understand the darkness. We have to understand the agenda of those negative aliens. We have to understand their hologram. And that's why, you know, I was the experiment, and whatever was done to me, now I understand what happened, okay? And so I have the project, okay? And we talked about last time the microscopic pathway, right? How to start channeling the energy properly. That's your divine feminine energy. So on your exhale, you just go and you go like, imagine, right, there's like a little tiny ping pong ball here. You can just bring your down here. That's the front area of your body, of your torso, right, to the tailbone area. And then on inhalation, you bring the divine masculine energies. That's the red wave frequency here, right, the masculine here, up the spine and here to the upper lip. So very important. That's why the blue frequency, how the blue color is so important, the divine feminine. That's why the science even desecrates the blue frequency, the divine feminine, right? The science. That's why the science, right? I mean, usually, you know, this very masculine male energy with extremely high intellect. But if you're desecrated, if you're disconnected from your divine feminine, right? You only put the half of it, and it easily get distorted and in reverse. You have to embody both energies, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and make sure you know how these things operate. And here, right, we talk about, oh, this is putting nicely with the beautiful colors, the beautiful colors, guys. So here we're walking, right, the 5D energy of this beautiful green color, right? We're getting you know, the violet flame invocation and our galactivation. Here the star seeds, we also work with the 13D stargate, the aquamarine frequencies, right, for ascension, helping those souls who were tortured here as children or infants, right, or teenagers and so on, helping them to transition, you know, with the sacred geometry. But that's our work, right? And this is our golden order or holy father, okay, and of including the amethyst order, right? But again, that's advanced, it is advanced science, this cosmology. This is the work that we do. But for people, please start embodying your 7 color frequencies. Start working with these chakras, coloring mandalas, right? And connecting to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, connecting to Father Sky, and so on, because this is how we overcome, right? So making sure everything that you do, right, you're on base 12 mathematics, that's your original divine blueprint, making sure you're working with these energies, right? Making sure you are slowly and surely detaching or transforming, especially the first 3 chakras, right? You don't want to be stuck here in this 3D frequency and you know, running these reversals and you know, just kind of being controlled and manipulated by the darkness, right? But opening the heart, speaking your truth, right? Opening your third eye with higher sensory perception, and the positive affirmations, right? Very important. And last time we of course talk about why the 12D shielding is so important, right? This is you activate your original divine blueprint of your DNA. So again, Ascension Glossary, Lisa Renee, right? You're working with the Star of David or the tetrahedron. So this is the masculine, again, masculine, right? And the feminine, right? So that's the downward triangle, the upward triangle. And remember that the pentagon, the pentahedron, that structure, the 5D structure has been hijacked here as well. Let me see, and I have it right here. So this is the star beings here, so 5-star humans, okay? And in that structure, we were actually, our hologram, of course, we're not walking on our heads, but our hologram, our energy field was distorted, upside down, and running in reverse. That's why it's important to work with that blue frequency, with that blue color, with the positive ascension, 5D ascension, or the Pleiadians, or the 7D, right? The 7 stars, 7 stars of the Pleiades, okay? So whatever you tune in, or the Syrian energy, 7D, they have this beautiful healing chamber, crystalline chambers, and so on. We're resurrecting the ancient times of Lemuria and Atlantis, okay? And you know, the true teachings of the ascended masters, and Alice Bailey, Madame Blavatsky, very important, because this is the blueprint of true America, the north and the south, right? You know, the eagle and the Concorde meeting right there in the middle, in their higher heart. And this is how we are ascending with the entire continents, right? And the blueprint, right? The blueprint of our DNA and of this planet. And this the Albion light body, right? So we're working with a planetary light body, but here I'm encouraging people and my you know, star seeds, my soul group, right, to work with their DNA, with their hologram, and doing all these corrections instead of being their DNA and their consciousness hologram upside down, right? We need to turn everything right side up, and we have to strengthen our inner core, right? Very important. And make sure you call upon Soul Christ Archangel Michael of the blue flame sword, right? And you start protecting yourself, protecting your chakras, protecting your aura, your energy field, right? Your energy centers, protecting your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual bodies, right? And taking care of your body physically as well, okay? But the spirituality now is number 1. because our spiritual soul has been hijacked. Our soul, right? They were siphoning energy from our heart, from our soul, from our kundalini, from our energy centers, right? So that all needs to be restored. We need to claim the power back. And that's, you know, how you become soul embodied personality, and that's how you become the true spiritual warriors, defenders of truth. And of course, you know, the new governing forces, you know, the 5D, the inner earth, they have a spiritual council, right? So we talk about here the Galactic Council, and you know, this new like I said, governing forces of star seeds. And so many of these children, even they experience the whole transgender very sinister agenda, and they're putting things into justice, right? So the new earth jurisdiction, have the credo for the new earth jurisdiction to become the free cosmic citizen. Okay, so again, yanakalai.com, cosmic leadership, credo for the new earth jurisdiction, the project for DARPA. Okay, and I understand, sorry, my website's like a pre-K kindergarten kind of style. I know I've been contacted, you know, if I want to have a better, what is it, Google engine, and I refer them. I actually recommending them. They can connect to DARPA. They can connect to military intelligence if they want to see my website being updated, upgraded, because I only have $13 per hour. I work part-time, and you know, making these videos and everything that you know, what I've been accumulating and doing, I don't get any money. Okay, so let's my soul group, the Cabal, those who are choosing Ascension, you know, if they're welcome to help me financially, or they're welcome to help me to improve my website and so on. I am doing whatever I can here to pay for my room here and my bills, and then they come, right, with their wormhole technology and trying to kidnap me to Mars. And understand I have a hybrid children there, but where's the Galactic Codex? Where's the contract with me? They need to communicate with me. We're here on Earth, and there are different laws. I don't know how people live there on Moon, Mars. I don't know how they you know, was their political structure, or the negative aliens they're in charge. Here we're bringing everything into Galactic Codex, under the law of one, into divine justice, and you know, God is in charge. And of course, the inner CHRISTOS, God within you, is in charge. So let's remind ourselves from, did I already told you guys, this chanting, reverberating your chakras, lam, vam, ram, ham, yam, om, and silence, right? So we can chant a little bit of that. And just very important, get our energy going, flowing. Also, I talk about the crystal ages, diamond breastplate. Why is it so important? Because those who are targeted individuals, right? We've been targeted by psychotronic weapons, directed energy weapons, scalar weapons, right? Horrible chemicals, you know, the chemtrails, right? You know, the energy, the transmission, right? A frequency transmission from Antarctica, from, you know, moon, from their satellites on Moon, Mars, Saturn, and so on. And I was like, this is not fair. We are here trying to, I'm trying to repair my hologram. I was in Sedona, right? And there was just 2015, it was December 2015, January 2016, the Crystal Star family, they contacted me, and they, you know, showed me the entire hologram of the Marine Corps, right? In these kind of energies, in these kind of colors. And I'm like, okay, so, you know, that's the Crystal Star project with the 12D Ascension protocol, with the 12D shielding, and with this crystal ages diamond breastplate, right? So they can rebuild their hologram, their consciousness, their DNA to be the true spiritual warriors, defender of truth and divine justice. And we, those who work with sacred geometry, guys, I already showed you the crystal kaleidoscope. So this is what I pretty much, I also have been doing with those cosmic meditations, you know, Ascension Glossary, Lisa Renee, and so on. She's got a what is it, like online shop with all these meditations, right? So this is the proper spin, the correct symmetry of those who understand yantras and mantras, coloring the mantras, the Buddhic mantras. There was this beautiful Nepali movie I just watched again, Karma, right, from Nepal. So how lots of chanting, lots of sound is happening in those, you know, mountains of the Himalayas, the monasteries, the sound. This is the frequency vibration. This is the new age, right? In Aquarius, we entering the new age and so on, and resurrecting the energies of Atlantis, Lemuria, because we're sound, light, frequency, vibration. So this is for you. Again, Ascension Glossary, Lisa Rene. This is the Aurora Flame. The Aurora Races, they're hosting this Ascension with the Crystal Kaleidoscope. We are the Master Christos Collective here, the Ray Color Correction. This is what we're correcting everything, the holographic data retrieval of memories, so we can remember who we truly are. And this is the Aurora from the 7 higher heavens in Andromeda, right? And these are the guardians, and we heard the call, and you know, we're here to on that path of reclamation, on that Christos mission to reclaiming our original divine blueprint of our DNA, of that crystal cell, with the crystal star and unity intelligence, guys. So again, and overcoming, of course, and overriding the frequency fences and the, you know, the agenda of those negative aliens. So you can read that, the Aurora Ascension Glossary. This is what we represent. This is who we are. This is what we do. So chanting, let's do a little bit of chanting here. Okay, if you do want a Crystal Ages breastplate meditation, you can actually also download that. Okay, I think whether it's in Crystal Ages or maybe it is Crystal Ages, page 138. Okay, so crystalages.com. Okay, and start strengthening your inner core, and especially in that blue color. You know what the blue color also represents? If you work with the cosmic rays of creation, divine will, and of course the energy of Holy Mother, right? So that's why the science talk about, you know, the blue light, how harmful that is. That's the desecration of the divine feminine. Okay, and I talk about how the cosmic cycle operates, right? So how, you know, the cosmic orbit, right? How you're supposed to be channeling these energies of the cosmic mother, right? The divine feminine with the divine masculine. Because the guys in the military, that divine feminine was running in reverse, right? And that's how become vampires and Satanists and parasites with infection, SPE. That's the suppressive parasite entity. And you can go on Rumble, I talk about it. That's the archonic, that's the engineering, genetically engineering entities. Those are parasites that they injected into our hologram, and through the gallbladder meridian it seeps through into your cells, and that's how you become transhuman. That's how you become cyborg. That's how you become a robot. Yeah. So when you understand the technology of those negative aliens and these beautiful scientists, the quanta scientists, whether in Spain or South America, they already know how the nanobots operate. And there's this disclosed information that they're not only using 5G for the transmission, right? Energy transmission, they're using 6G and 7G, right? And so on. So we need to bring everything right side up. And so with the Tesla towers, right? We need to resurrect his teachings, his hologram, because he already light up the Chicago in 1894. We had free energy, and there were all these beautiful scientists in early 1900s inventing cure for cancer, and they all were whether weaponized, in prison, they were desecrated, and they were murdered or killed. Okay, so we are stopping the cycle right here, right now. I also hope we, like with the election, right, choosing the Ashtar Galactic Command, choosing God, choosing a connection to the inner Christ, inner Christos, and choosing you yourself, be the change that you want to see in the world. Okay, so a little bit of meditation at the end. Centering, the spine is straight. Yoga position. or you sit comfortably on your chair. You can even lie down. Spine is straight. Eyes, you can start closing your eyes. Connect to your third eye, pineal gland in the middle of the brain. Start activating your circuitry, right? So this is, you lift up right here and you also touch, that's your ninth chakra. That's where the skull meets the neck, atlas. And start circulating the energies in your brain. The meridian energies, right? The exiotonal lines, very important. You can Google that. Or where's your belly button, right? You kind of bring these energies there and kind of push a little bit up, push up. Get your circulations going, meridians going, get your microcosmic orbit going, right? Focusing on your breath. Inhale, exhale, right? You can inhale through your nose, very important. Exhale through your breath. Those are purification breathing exercises. Centering yourself, calming your central nervous system. You can also do breath of fire. Inhale, bring your arms up with your palms open. On exhalation, you're bringing this kind of interesting warrior position, right? You can do this a couple of times. Inhale, you raise your arms up straight, open palms. On exhalation, you bring your arms, in this kind of warrior positions, and with your with your palms making fist. Okay, and this is how slowly and surely you're diving deep into your heart, into your true hologram, into your inner core. You're building that muscle, the solar plexus right here, connection with your heart, 4D, right? And dismantling the theta seals. That's the splitter technology, where you're not supposed to feel, you're just supposed to just be only sexually active, and the heart kind of disconnected from your sexual energies, right? So that all needs to be corrected, okay, through that inner work, transformation work, through breath work. Spine is straight, being in your secret space, right? Lighting a candle, saging, and so on. And remember, you're a 5-star human, right? So invocation of the violet flame. So again, you can call upon a solar Christ, Archangel Michael, bring that golden dome of protection around you. Call upon your guardians, guardian angels, your ascension guides. You connect to your higher self, to your intuition. Start listening to that inner voice. Having deep reverence for Mother Earth, Mother Nature. It means for the elemental kingdom, for your body, right? We talk about 6 elements, including metal, right? We talk about the platonic solids. That's sacred geometry within your DNA, etheric DNA hologram, for your higher sensory perceptions, for your superhuman abilities, right? Instead of in military is done through AI to be a super soldier. Here, time to be a yogi, yogini, right? To developing these powers naturally, organically, through that inner science, through sacred geometry, through understanding esoterica, gnostica, right? Rewiring the subconscious mind is very important, right? Very important. From that bi-wave going into tri-wave, yeah? Positive affirmations and so on. So it's all part of the protocol on my website, suryanakali.com/services, or water. Ascension, can go Ascension. What is Ascension? The Eucharistic body, the Eucharist, right? That energy is being now kind of reverberating for the December, for so-called the Christmas holidays, guys. So embodying the virtues of your soul, right? Morals, ethics, spiritual discipline, especially now in the military, right? The DARPA, with their highly advanced technology, devoid of spirit, we have a project for them, right? To do all this correction, bring everything right side up. Everything's going to divine justice, right? Cosmic trials. We are the cosmic sovereign law made manifest, here in this hologram. I work also with the 13 gateway, the Mother Arc portal. Bring the cosmic Holy Mother energies here in our space, in this hologram, in this on planet Earth, to entire structure, infrastructure on planet Earth. And you can either chant, I'm a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. Those who've been practicing the 12-day shielding, you can envelop yourself in these beautiful energies of that platinum ray, okay? Or you can put that armor of God, right? That's also the archetype, the energy hologram of King Arthur, the Rosicrucians, the true CHRISTOS Templars. So you can say, I'm a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires. You can do the tube of light. Beloved, I am presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, call forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I'm one with the violet flame. Remember, we had reversals in that violet flame. So this is all being corrected, right? We had the astral reconstruction. So saying positive affirmations through your heart, whether it's the 4D or AD, right? We are resurrecting our original divine blueprint of our consciousness, of our hologram, of our DNA, right? Remember your 7D, those who are embodying planetary logos, right? You can merge with your Christos avatar self, right? That's your 10D consciousness, and that's how you are exiting the matrix, and this is how you are sovereign, you are free, how you're immune from the agenda of those negative aliens, right? No more targeting and no more control manipulation, no more playing with the brainwave frequency, right? So we talk about, being an avatar self, right? Again, lots of again, this is the aquamarine energy, right? The Rishi consciousness, 13, 14, 15, this is what we work with. But how important to be still embodied and start doing your galactivation through that violet flame invocation and being in your sacred heart, the crystalline heart, right, of Yahshua, Mother Mary. That's the golden energies, okay? And being fusing with the white light, the universal kundalini of purity, of innocence, okay? So just kind of letting you know. And what else I wanted to do? I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame in action in me now. Oh my goodness. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. We're bringing the cosmic energies here online, the violet flame, cosmic violet flame, right? Just kind of the Hara center, the Hara line. It's all being rejuvenated, regenerated. We are merging the divine masculine with the divine feminine, right? Through that sacred chamber of your heart, and through that gyroscope. I talk about the AD, 9D, 10D, CHRISTOS avatar. So just this is the energy, this is the structure we work with each and every day through that crystal kaleidoscope, right? And this is the Crystal Ages breastplate. So let's do the Karayasa Ta'ala 108 times. So you start the left armpit with the pink Ka, with the green Ka, Ra. That's the pink, the gold, the green Ka, Ra, Ya. Sa, this is the sapphire. Ta, this is the white. A, the aquamarine. La, the opalescent colors. Okay, so that's why we'll chant that. Ka, Ra, Ya, Sa, Ta, A, La, to be the spiritual warriors, defender of truth and divine justice. And this is how that's your etheric DNA, the crystalline DNA within your body consciousness, within your hologram. Okay, this is how we are ascending, cosmic physical ascension. This is what we came here to bring, this architecture for you guys, crystal architecture for the ascension, for the angelic divine luminous race, right? And of course I'm also dealing with the star seeds and with aliens and with the AI, because it's all part of consciousness that has a chance for transformation, transmutation, for rehabilitation. And people who are on that positive timeline, right, the 3D positive or 5D positive and so on, you have the choice to ascend, and you can create your own ascension timeline, your own ascension protocol, your own, ascension ceremony. Be creative, whether through food, through sound, through a kaleidoscope, through some arts, through chanting, through yoga, through martial art, through Tai Chi, through being in nature, through galactic shamanic work. We're resurrecting the template, the divine architecture for all of you, being the divine co-creator, with the divine, Allah, one with free will. I'm God, I'm sovereign, I'm free. God, sovereign, free. Okay, and I have the mala beads, and let's go ahead and chant. Get the energy going and flowing, right? Because of Monday and Tuesday, very kind of intense energies, but at the same time very powerful. So this is the work that we do. Okay, and just make sure you're comfortable, spine is straight. I go into my third eye. I'm focused on my breath. And also, I forgot with the tongue. The tongue is touching the upper palate, and that's how you resurrect the circuitry, the sacred geometry within your DNA, the meridians, the exotonal lines, guys. And that also runs through your fingers, right? So the 4, 7, 4, 7, 4, 1. Let me see. I forgot the 4, 7, 10, 1, 5. 3, 6, 9, 8, 2. Anyway, you can exotonal lines. So you have the feminine, right? The counterclockwise motion, the masculine counterclockwise motion, all connecting, fusing, unite together. Namaste. Okay. So everything available on Ascension Glossary, Lisa Rini, Energetic Synthesis, or you can check my website, yanakalai.com. And let's start. Karayasa Ta'ala, 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 Karayasa Ta'ala. Karayasa Ta'ala, 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 Karayasa Ta'ala. Karayasa Ta'ala, 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 Karayasa Ta'ala. Karayasa Ta'ala, Karayasa Ta'ala, Karayasa Ta'ala, Karayasa Ta'ala, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Again, allow those frequencies to flow through you, to rejuvenate you, regenerate you, guide you, protect you. It's the crystal architecture. Those are the crystalline energies from the 7 higher heavens from Andromeda. Flowing through you, cleansing you, right? Releasing you from this karma, miasma, healing your pain body, right? The negative ego needs to go. So time to let go, let God, and have faith and trust of the divine spark within that sacred chamber of your heart. So again, allow these energies to penetrate your entire being, your avatar self, your monad, your oversoul, your soul, and your body. You're a multidimensional being. You're the light divine. And know that all is well. Infinite blessings, God sovereign free. With God sovereign free boundaries. And Namaste.